Have you ever just hit a wall? You know that feeling, right? Completely drained, totally exhausted, even when you haven't really done that much physical work. Well, it turns out the problem might not be your workload at all. So let's dive into the real reason you feel so burned out, and more importantly, the super counterintuitive way to fix it.
This quote right here, it absolutely nails it. We are living in a world that just never shuts up. It's constantly feeding us information, music, notifications. But what if that constant background noise, that hum, is the very thing that's making us so tired?
And really, what this boils down to is an input addiction. Our brains have gotten so used to this nonstop stream of little dopamine hits from new information that the second it's gone, we feel anxious, we feel unproductive. We've kind of forgotten how to just be.
Okay, does this look familiar? I know it does for me. I used to think this was peak productivity, listening to audiobooks at double speed while I'm doing chores. I honestly thought if I wasn't consuming some kind of information, I was just wasting precious time. But this constant multitasking, it comes at a huge, huge hidden cost. And this is the most crucial point. The burnout you're feeling, it's not from the effort of your job or your chores. It's from the relentless mental effort of processing an endless fire hose of information. Our brains were just never, ever designed to handle this much input, day in and day out.
This is such a brilliant way to put it. We just keep consuming podcasts, articles, social media feeds, but we never give our minds the time to actually digest it all, to make sense of it, and to file it away properly. So of course we feel mentally sick and bloated. It makes perfect sense.
So, what's the solution then? Well, it's something a little extreme. A 24-hour experiment in total silence. Some people call it a gray day. And the whole idea is to intentionally starve your brain of all new inputs, just to see what happens when it's finally left alone.
Now, check out the rules here, because this is what's really interesting. It's not just about avoiding screens. The real key is to consume no one else's thoughts. That means no books, no music, no podcasts. The goal isn't just to be quiet. It's to finally hear your own thoughts for a change. Let me tell you, the first few hours of this experiment, they are pure misery. Your brain just starts to panic. It's screaming for its usual dose of dopamine. You might even experience this, phantom vibration syndrome. It's real. You'll reach for a phone that isn't buzzing, because your nervous system is so trained to expect it. It's literally a sign of withdrawal.
And that's the big hurdle you have to get over. Every single instinct in your body will tell you that this is a complete waste of time. You'll feel lazy, antsy, totally unproductive. But that discomfort, that's actually the beginning of the healing process. You just have to push through it. But once you push past that initial wave of pain, something almost magical starts to happen. All that discomfort gives way to clarity. This is the exact moment where boredom stops being a problem and starts becoming your superpower. Think of it like this. It's like defragmenting an old computer hard drive. When you finally stop cramming new files onto it, the system gets a chance to organize everything that's already there. Your brain starts filing away old conversations, processing emotions you've been ignoring, and connecting ideas that you never realized were related. It's basically cleaning house.
This, right here, is the single most important insight from this whole thing. That feeling of being burned out, of being overwhelmed, and not being able to think clearly, it's not a lack of mental capacity. It's just a symptom of overwhelming mental clutter. You don't need a bigger brain. You just need a cleaner one. And in that newfound space, brilliance can just emerge. Seriously, solutions to problems you've been wrestling with for months can suddenly pop into your head, fully formed, because the answer was probably there all along. It was just buried under a giant pile of notifications and news headlines. Okay, so a full 24-hour detox might sound impossible. I get it. But the good news is you don't have to go full-on hermit to get the benefits. You can start reclaiming your mental space with a really simple 3-level plan that you can start today.
You can start small, like level 1. Just don't touch your phone for the first hour of the day. Let your brain wake up on its own terms. Ready for level 2? Try a silent commute. No radio, no podcasts, just you and the road. And if you're feeling really bold, try level 3. Sit in a chair for 20 minutes and just do nothing. It will feel like an absolute eternity at first, and trust me, that's the whole point.
But ultimately, this isn't just about feeling less tired. It's about a fundamental shift in how you live your life. It's about moving from a state of constant reaction to one of intentional action. Think about it. When you're constantly reacting to pings and emails and notifications, you're living a life by default. Somebody else is setting your agenda for you. But by consciously choosing to embrace a little bit of silence, you put yourself back in the driver's seat. You start to live a life by your own design.
And the key thing to remember here is that in our modern world, your attention is the most valuable currency you have. Corporations literally spend billions and billions of dollars to capture it. So reclaiming your ability to be bored, that's reclaiming ownership over this priceless asset.
So that's the question I want to leave you with. In a world that actually profits from your distraction, what are you willing to do to protect your peace? What is your silence, your focus, and your own original thought? What is it truly worth?